Okay, today we're going to change the roller chain on the back of this. It's a 2009 Fast Cut, but the part number for the chain covers a few models actually, so you'd have to look that up. Because this is a 2009 Fast Cut, Greenfield of course. And there's the part numbers. Greenfield drive chain GT 1806 or 18006, and a join link. It's actually got a part number there, C1088. Is it B? Sorry, looks like a B. Yeah, C108B1. These you get them off eBay for about $40 if you can't find them. Your local shop doesn't have one, but that seems to be the price, about $40. Okay, this one has become very worn. There's a lot of slap in it, and that's, as you can see, that's been adjusted. I've been mucking around with it now, but it was adjusted right up to the very end. And just to let you know, if you go right to the very end, it actually starts to pull the brake on, because this pushes the brake lever down, which connects to the wheel and puts the brake on. So if you get to that end and suddenly you can't turn the brake off, you've got this adjusted right out, and it's pushing this back on the brake lever, pushes the brake lever down, catches the pins on the back discs, which is how the brake works, and it won't turn. So that's your problem there if you get to that far. And obviously, if you've got to do that, you've got to replace your chain. It's obviously got too much slap in it. What was happening is me the other day, I was mowing, and it's grit backwards and forwards. I thought, okay, something's slipping or something. Brought it back immediately, because you don't keep going, because you end up breaking a lot more than whatever's going on. And yeah, this chain was starting to hang down the back at the bottom of the cog. I can show you that. Look. Starting to hang down there, so it's had its use by date, and it's obviously worn beyond usable anymore. So you've got to look for the connector link, which I've found. I don't know if you can see that, which is just there, and I've got to pull that out so I can put a new one on. So there's the top one. You probably shouldn't have all that play in it. You know what I mean? Let's look at it. Let's compare that one and a new one. This is a newie. There's a little bit of turn in it. Let's look at this one. Twice as much or 3 times as much turn in that and that. That just shows you the wear. Look at that. Hardly any turn in it whatsoever. So it's done its job anyway. So I take it's been on there since 2009. But anyway, let's put a new one on. Bit of mucking around, but anyway, we got it off. By putting it in the back and pulling this back. So Here's our new coupler. Now I'm going to put it this way on this one because I had it on the inside, but I suppose if it's outside it doesn't matter. Might protect it a bit. Okay, to actually bit the chain, take this retainer off that sits covering your top cog here. Now that's a and you just hold the back with that back cog there. Put a shifter on the back here, stop it from spinning, because that'll spin if you try and do it without holding. Oh, let me get up there. You just got to hold that one there with the shifter. Put your shifter down there and hold him. Right, so then you can get that one off, because it'll just keep turning, obviously. So the tools you need really to do this is a shifter. Okay, so we're taking, you need a 13mm for here, and 14 for these, both of these and these locking nuts. The lock nuts and the shifter, the adjustment nuts are all 14, but this bugger has 13 just to be different. So that's what you need. Pointy nose pliers to do your chain. Put your link in, and a shifter to hold it at the back, or if you've got a big enough open ender, of course, to do the job. Now we're going to adjust it. Right, so we'll put our retainer back on. I would have cleaned the mower up, but I come straight off the mowing into here when the chain started slipping, so I haven't had time to do that yet. So 13mm for him. Yeah, there's a lug on there that it's got to sit into, so it stops it spinning, obviously, as well. So you line your little lug up on the in the side of there. So that's fine. Right. So now we've just got a tension rope. Get our excess grass that's well out of there. Looking good. Give it a bit of spray before we put it back on the road. So we just adjust her up. I think it says about 3mm for the thing there. Send this back to 14mm. Look at that, beautiful. We get a little bit more. And that's our locking nut on this side to lock her up. Then you can lock her up here, because you've finished shifting it, of course, and you can lock it tight. Okay, so that's Nice. And that's our new chain on there. So we can get out there and go for our lives and cut some grass. Yeah, okay, so just to conclude again, I'll give you the numbers. If your adjustment's out here, you know your chain's worn. If you ever move this to the end, you'll end up putting your brake on and you wonder why you can't turn it off, because this is pushing this that far that it's pushing the brake lever down, and it's connecting with the lugs on the back, which how the brake works on these things. See, now the brake lever's gone down. There, it's hitting the lugs on the back plate. Now it's off. This is not in the road back here. No brake. So I'm going to lubricate this, give it a bit of a spray, so it's nice and happy, and away we go. Thanks for watching.